What's good, guys? In this video, we're going to go over how you can fade out a UI, make it super clean. I'm going to give you an example real quick of what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. Believe it or not, this took me like half of today in order to pull off and make it look like super good. So, yeah, and it was just really annoying research that I was doing for hours. And yeah, so we're going to do that real quick. Oh, we just create a new file. I'm actually gonna save this one real quick. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to create us a little billboard GUI. Okay, yeah, and then we're gonna create a frame in the billboard GUI. Actually, we don't even need a frame. We can just do a text label. Make it super simple. So yeah, so this text label, we're going to size, we're gonna make it always on top real quick. Okay. All right, so we have a text label, right? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into UI gradients is what we're looking for, okay? And it's this transparency property that we're going to be manipulating to turn it invisible and fade it, make the UI fade out, all right? That's what we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it so that it does it over a period of time and it looks really clean. All right, so we are going to I guess let's just start scripting. Yeah. I'll just put a script in here because why not? So we'll just do local GUI equals script.parent. And then we're gonna do, let's just start the for loop. So this is how we're gonna make it happen, okay? So we're gonna do a for I equals, I actually kind of forgot, 0, 1, 0.1, do. And so here's the tricky part that took me like half of today is how are we going to get this gradient property, because we can't tween it. And for some reason I had trouble lerping it using a lerp function. So we're just going to use this little for loop right here to accomplish this. Okay. So this is the start of the property. This is the finish of the property. This is where we want it to finish. And then this is the increment. So it's going to run this for loop every time until it's reached the finish, and it's going to run it by the increment. Okay, so it's going to do 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 until it gets to all the way to 1 from 0. If we were to have this be 0.5, it would only run like twice, for example. So now we need to get our I forgot the freaking thing. So let's try this. So local transparency equals number sequence dot new I. All right. And then we're going to go GUI dot text label dot UI gradient dot transparency equals transparency. All right. And then we're going to put a weight at the afterwards, just so that it's going to go smoothly. If we didn't put the weight there, then it's going to basically transition too fast, and we're not going to be able to see the animation effect. And as you can see, it did it. So let's actually put a weight. Weight 5, just so you can see what happens when we spawn in. Okay, so, and then there you see it. So that's really all it is. That's how we're going to smoothly transition the transparency and fade out the UI. Okay, and then we can add in a situation of local has faded equals false. We're going to say if I equals, or if I is greater or equal to 0.98, for example, then script dot or GUI destroy. Okay, so we could actually do that. I don't even think we need this has faded. Let's see if this works. I don't even know if this is gonna work. We'll see though. Boom, faded, and it destroyed as well. All right, so that's how you can get it to destroy. If you want, just have that situation go on so that it destroys when it's faded out. Unless it's something that you want it to stay there, then you don't have to do the destroy, and you can just do whatever. But this is how you can get the transparency, the sequence down. Now, how you would get the number sequence if you're not going to do just a solid like transparency, that's a whole different situation. So you would do local key points equals table number sequence key point dot new, and then you would pass in the time and then the value, and you need at least 2 number sequence key points for this to work. So number sequence key point dot new, and then you would have that, and then this. And so look, the start has to be 0 and the finish has to be 1. So these absolutely have to be 0 to 1. And then you can just change in your values however you want. And then you would just, in the number sequence dot new, you would put in your key points table. And that would be your transparency now. But with this, it's, for me, I had a very tough time using this to work the way I wanted it to. And so I just, and all I wanted to do was fade. So that's why I just did this very basic for loop situation. Hope that video was helpful for you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.